Have you ever wondered about the extraordinary power of gratitude and generosity? It's more than just a warm feeling in the heart. These two forces are essential components in the cycle of coherence healing, where the act of giving and receiving gratitude becomes a mutually beneficial experience. Imagine a world where the healers themselves are healed through the love and gratitude that flows back to them. It's a cycle that amplifies and expands with greater levels of coherence. This coherence isn't just random, it's generated through elevated emotions, through the practice of gratitude and generosity. We often think of gratitude and generosity as simple concepts, but their impacts reach far beyond the surface. They touch lives, heal wounds, and create a ripple effect that can change the world. Gratitude and generosity are not just about feeling good. They are powerful tools that can help us change ourselves, and in doing so, change the world. Gratitude, from a scientific perspective, is more than just saying thank you. It's a complex emotional response that has profound effects on our brain and on our behavior. When we express gratitude, it activates the prefrontal cortex of our brains. This is the area responsible for managing complex cognitive behavior, personality expression, and decision-making. It's also the part of the brain that deals with social behavior and expressing emotions. Gratitude also triggers the release of dopamine and serotonin, two neurotransmitters that play significant roles in our mood. Dopamine is often called the feel-good neurotransmitter because it creates feelings of happiness. Serotonin, on the other hand, helps regulate our mood, social behavior, appetite, sleep, memory, and even our sexual desire and function. Now, when these neurotransmitters are released, they create a sort of feedback loop in our brains. We feel good when we express gratitude, which makes us more likely to do it again. This cycle is what forms the basis of the science of gratitude. But it's not just about feeling good in the moment. Our brains are incredibly adaptable, and this adaptability extends to our emotional responses as well. When we consistently practice gratitude, our brain begins to adapt to this positive behavior. It starts to create and strengthen neural pathways associated with gratitude. Over time, these pathways become more and more efficient, making it easier for us to feel and express gratitude. This is known as neuroplasticity. It's the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. So what does this mean for us? Well, it means that the more we practice gratitude, the easier it becomes. Gratitude becomes a habit, a part of who we are. And this habit affects not only our mood and our outlook on life, but also our interactions with others. The more we practice gratitude, the stronger these neural pathways become, and the more ingrained the habit of gratitude becomes in our lives. Generosity, like gratitude, has a profound effect on our mental well-being. It's a concept that we're familiar with, but today we're diving deeper into the psychology behind it. The act of giving, whether it's time, resources, or simply a kind word, triggers a response in our brain that's often referred to as the helper's high. This feeling is linked with the release of endorphins, our body's natural mood elevators, which results in a sense of euphoria and tranquility. But the benefits of generosity extend beyond the immediate emotional response. It also contributes to long-term mental health. Studies have shown that people who are consistently generous have lower levels of stress and depression and higher levels of satisfaction with life. Generosity also promotes a sense of connection and community. When we give, we're not just helping someone else, we're also acknowledging our shared humanity. This fosters empathy and understanding, which can combat feelings of loneliness and isolation. And let's talk about the sense of fulfillment that comes with generosity. It's a feeling that's deeply rooted in our psychology. Why? Because it aligns with our need for purpose and meaning in life. When we give, we feel useful. We feel like we're making a difference, and that's incredibly satisfying. But here's the most beautiful part about it all. Generosity is contagious. When we give, we inspire others to give. And when they give, they inspire even more people. It's a ripple effect that can spread far and wide, creating a more generous, compassionate world. So let's not underestimate the power of generosity. It's not just about the material things we give, but also the love, the time, the kindness, the compassion. These are gifts that truly enrich our lives and the lives of others. Generosity not only benefits the receiver, but also the giver by enhancing their own sense of purpose and happiness. So let's make the conscious decision to cultivate generosity in our lives. It's a choice that can change us and ultimately change the world. Gratitude and generosity have the potential to change the world. It's a bold statement, but one that holds a lot of truth. The power of these virtues is transformative, not just on a personal level, but on a societal one as well. Imagine a society where gratitude is the norm, not the exception. A world where people express thanks for the good in their lives and actively seek out ways to show their appreciation. When gratitude becomes a habitual practice, it changes our perspective. We become more optimistic, more content, and more aware of the good in our lives. This leads to a positive shift in our mental and emotional well-being. Generosity, too, is a powerful force for change. It's not just about giving money or material goods. Generosity is about giving time, attention, and compassion. It's about seeing the needs of others and stepping up to meet them. A society that values generosity is one where people look out for each other, where empathy and understanding are prioritized. Consider the story of a small town that was facing economic hardship. The community came together and started a gratitude project. They began expressing gratitude for what they had, rather than focusing on what they lacked. The town also started a generosity initiative, encouraging residents to help each other in any way they could. The result? The town saw a significant decrease in crime and a substantial increase in community engagement and happiness. Or take the example of an individual who, after years of struggling with mental health issues, began a daily practice of gratitude and generosity. This person found a renewed sense of purpose and joy in life. These practices helped them cultivate a more positive mindset, and their mental health significantly improved. These stories illustrate the transformative power of gratitude and generosity. When we practice these virtues, we create a ripple effect. Our actions influence others, inspiring them to act with gratitude and generosity as well. By practicing gratitude and generosity, we can contribute to a more empathetic, understanding, and harmonious world. The power to change the world lies within each of us. It starts with gratitude. It starts with generosity. It starts with you. Imagine the ripple effect if each of us practiced gratitude and generosity regularly. Just picture it, a world where every act of kindness, every expression of gratitude is like a pebble dropped into a pool of water. The ripples spread out, reaching far beyond the point of impact, touching countless lives in ways we can't even begin to measure. This is the ripple effect of gratitude and generosity. It starts with us, with our actions and attitudes. When we choose to express gratitude, We're not just making our own lives a bit brighter, we're also shining a light for those around us. We're showing them that there is goodness in the world, that there are things to be thankful for, even in the midst of adversity. And when we choose to be generous, we're not just giving away something material, we're sharing a part of ourselves. We're demonstrating that kindness, compassion, and empathy are not just words, but values that we live by. We're setting an example that others can follow. The beauty of the ripple effect is that it doesn't stop with us. Each person touched by our gratitude and generosity is likely to pass it on. They, in turn, create their own ripples, which spread out and intersect with ours, creating a beautiful pattern of positivity and kindness. It's a chain reaction that can transform communities, societies, even the world. And the best part? It doesn't take much to start this reaction. A simple thank you, a small act of kindness, a moment of empathy. These are all it takes to set the ripples in motion. It's something each of us can do every day. So let's embrace the power of gratitude and generosity. Let's choose to be the pebbles that create ripples of positive change. Because as small as our actions may seem, they have the potential to make a big difference. Each act of gratitude and generosity can set off a ripple effect, leading to a wave of positive change. Watts. So, can gratitude and generosity really change the world? As we've explored, these two simple yet profound practices hold transformative power. They create a cycle of coherence healing, a phenomenon where healers themselves are healed through the love and gratitude returned to them. In a season where many observe traditions of thankfulness and giving, the impact of these practices resonate far and wide, touching and changing countless lives. It's not just about the season of giving thanks or the season of giving. It's about fostering an ongoing culture of gratitude and generosity that extends beyond a particular time of the year. When we nourish and sustain gratitude and extend opportunities for others to do the same, we initiate a ripple effect of profound healing and transformation. We heal ourselves, we heal others. By embracing and practicing gratitude and generosity, we can change ourselves and in turn change the world.